Then chapter 5, we have our business model. What is a business model? A business model refers to how a company operates and its plan to make profit. It describes the products or services the business sells, its target market, activities, cost structure, among others. Okay, so our business model is how we operate as a business. Like if you are working at Jollof Event, you need to know how does this business operate. You know, it's just like any machine. How does this machine operate? So that's our business model, how Jollof Events operate. Okay, how do we make money? How do we get customers? How do we retain our customer? What do we do on daily basis? Okay, it's very important to know, okay, how this business is run. All right, so we first start off, we have 9 strategic questions. Okay, and this is our business model canvas. Okay, we have 9 strategic questions, and number 1 of this is our target customers. Okay, who do we serve? Who are our customers? You know, you cannot focus on everybody. Okay, they say if you focus on everybody, you are focusing on nobody. Okay, so we try to focus on a specific aspect of the market. All right, so our customers include private individuals. Okay, this includes people who do their weddings, birthdays, and naming ceremony for private events like me, you, your grandfather, your auntie, you know, at the homes. All right, we also do events for organizations. Organizations include businesses, NGOs, and the government. Okay, they have their opening ceremonies, their staff parties, and everything. Okay, so for us, we help those who want basic event stuff, no complicated event items. Okay, for us, we are not providing high-end luxury, but we are also not providing low-end. So we are basically around the middle. Okay, people who want just basic simple events and just like, people will always be needing tents. Okay, people will always be needing folding chairs, people will always be needing banquet chairs, people will always be needing round tables, rectangle tables. Okay, so we focus on the simple and basic event needs, not high-end complicated stuff. Okay, so most of the time we focus also on females. Okay, because most of 90% of our clients are females. Okay, whether corporate, which is organization, or individuals, most of the people who contact us for their events, they are female. And that's the nature, you know, females are just more active when it comes to events. And even when you go to events, you see more females there than even males. So we mostly target females. Okay, we mostly target females, and we mostly target people within the greater Banjul area as well. And you know, we barely go to the provinces and other places. We just focus on Banjul, Serakunda area, Kanefi municipality, and West Coast region to some extent. We plan to open branches around all these areas. We plan to have at least 3 branches around the greater Banjul area very soon. All right. So value proposition. What is value proposition? What value do we bring to the marketplace? Why should somebody choose Jollof Events instead of our competitors? Okay. So first of all, for us, people choose us because our services are simple. We provide simple and reliable. You can rely on Jollof Events to provide you with good quality event item and simple ones as well. You know, good quality tents, chairs, tables. You know. Okay. Okay, we have a free events directory, although it is under development yet. Like, where people will go to our website and find everything they need for their events. They will find their caterers, they will find their photographers, they will find their everything that they need. Okay, right now it is under development, but it will be one of our main products very soon, and it will be for free. All right, we will find a way to monetize it, but right now it is for free. Then brand awareness. Okay, one of the reasons why people choose us instead of others is because people know us. We have been operating for a very long time, for over 7 years now, and a lot of people know Jollof Events. You know that if you give your money to Jollof Events, they are going to deliver your items. They are not going to fail you. Like, you don't give your money to someone named George or Modu. Like, you don't know them. Like, if they tell you wave us or send us money, we are going to bring you chairs, probably you're not going to trust that. But if it's Jollof Events, you know that we have our addresses. We are everywhere. You know, everybody knows us. So you feel free to give us your money. So brand awareness creates trust. Okay, we are a trusted events company. Then we move on to marketing and distribution. How do we let people know about our company, our products, and how do we distribute our products, so that people will be getting them. Okay, first of all, social media. We are all over social media, and we make content most of the time, and people see it, and then they reach out to us. E-commerce. Okay, e-commerce. We we are a business that operates like e-commerce because, for example, if most of the time, most of the customers who deal with us, they don't even come to our place, and we do everything online. So e-commerce means doing business online. So people will see our products through our website or our WhatsApp catalog, and they will see our payment details, and they will send us the money via Wave or other payment apps. Okay, and when they pay, we deliver their products. So that is e-commerce basically. The customer getting what they want without having to come to our store, to our place. Okay, e-commerce is very important. Nowadays most businesses are e-commerce businesses because of the use of like WhatsApp catalogs and all this stuff. You know, so physical address. People do come to our physical address, but it's very few now. Okay, so and also when people pass by our stores, they are going to see a building and the signboards are there. They are going to know that, hey, this is a place where people rent chairs, tables, and tents. So it's very important also our physical address. Okay, people see our company vehicles. All right. So we have vehicles. We have like 3 vehicles right now, and we have our logos there and our phone number. So when our vehicles pass everywhere, they are going to see that, hey, this is Jollof Events and everything. And we use our vehicles as well to distribute our products. Okay, we market through affiliates. Okay, so affiliates, we are not heavy on this right now, but it will be very soon be a very important component of our marketing and distribution strategy. Affiliates basically meaning like creating partnership with like probably our competitor, even or even other vendors such as tailors, photographers, and we tell them, hey, if you bring us XYZ customers, we are going to give you XYZ commission. So affiliates are very important. People will be promoting our products so that we will give them a cut of the sale. So that is called affiliate marketing. Then we move to customer relationship management. How do we turn our customers into friends and fans? Remember, it's not all about selling and receiving money and then calling it a day, but we have to create relationships with our customers. Okay, with people who are not even our customers. Okay, we do this by providing quality service delivery. If you provide quality service for you will be happy, and you will be always encouraging others to choose Jollof Events. Yes, so that's why providing quality service is key to what we do. Okay, and then we have content, social media. Okay, providing useful information to people. Okay, educating them about events and anything we can educate them that can provide value to them. All right, providing entertainment to them, making them laugh, and all that stuff. And then we have what and also again social media engagement, which is like commenting, sharing, DMs, and others. Another key aspect of creating relationship with customers is our environmental cleanliness, which is our corporate social responsibility. For us, okay, one of our values is cleanliness. And we want to make sure that our environments are clean, whether our premises, whether our community. We want to make the world a cleaner place. So we'll be engaging with our communities to make sure that we support them in any way that we can, to help us maintain cleanliness within our communities. Okay, so we'll be volunteering at cleanup exercises, we'll be sponsoring cleanup events, and for us, we just into anti-littering activities and campaigns. So revenue stream, very important. This is one of the most important strategic questions. Okay, how do we make money as a company? Okay, so right now more than 50% of all our revenue comes from decorations. This includes weddings, birthdays, meetings, by doing balloons, flowers, decorations. There are three key components that event planners do. They do event planning, they do decorations, and they do rentals. So remember, decoration is one of the components, and we make a lot of money through decorations. Rentals as well. This involves renting chairs, tables, tents. You can rent tents without having to decorate them. You can rent chairs without having to decorate them. Rentals. We also do rentals. And right now we don't have a lot of rental inventory. Okay, most of the rentals we do is through sub rentals. Like most of the people who give us money right now to for tents, we barely have any tents. Okay, we have like 4 small tents. Okay, but we rent a lot of big tents, okay, on weekly basis. How do we do this? It's because when somebody books from us, okay, for their event, okay, they give us the money. So we will contact people who have the tents and the chairs and the tables, okay, so they provide us with that. So we will pay the vendor who provided us that and then the vendor will deliver to our customer. So we basically kind of like a middleman, functioning as a middleman basically. All right, so we make our money, a lot of money also through rental. Training and courses, this will be one of our key revenue components. However, we have not been doing it. Okay, probably we are busy and sort of, but many people call us and tell us like we want to train, we want to do, and there are no many training schools in the Gambia that offer training on event planning. So this is one of the areas that we should be tapping on. Remember, our business model is not only the things that we are doing, but also things that we should be doing. Okay, advertisement is one of them. How can we make money through advertisement? Like when we have our website and our website becomes popular, other people will come there to advertise, and then they pay us for the advertisement. Okay, referrals and commissions. Okay, so remember I talk about affiliates. Affiliates are people who help us find customers. Also when we help find other people find customers, this will also giving us money. Okay, we can be affiliates, other people can be affiliates for us, but we can also be an affiliate for others. Like for example, we can be an affiliate for a photographer. Okay, we tell you, hey, if you book XYZ book for XYZ photography, and then when you book it through us, or when you like mention Jollof when you are booking, those people are going to give us commission. That's affiliate marketing kind of, and it's also another area that we will be tapping on very soon. So key resources, what are some of the most important assets we have, or some of the important assets that we need? All right, so we need event equipment. Right now we badly need event equipment such as tents, chairs, anything, man, anything that has to do with event equipment. We need it, man. Flowers, balloons. Okay, we need a lot of that. Okay, we need buildings. We cannot only have equipment. Those equipment need to like be stored somewhere, right? You cannot have a lot of equipments and they are lying around the street. So we need buildings. We need solid, good buildings. We need warehouses. We need containers. We need to house our equipment. Not only our equipment, the personnel, people as well, the office. We need like people to stay on offices to do all this stuff. We need vehicles. Okay, remember, even planning is different from other business. For example, for us, we are like a logistics business. Okay, logistics mean moving stuff. Okay, like most of the people who have events, we are supposed to take the equipment to where their events are. If it's at the hall, we take the equipment to the hall. If it's at their house, we take it to their house. Okay, other business, you can have a shop, but customers will come. If you have a supermarket, customers come and they buy and they go. But for us, most of the things we do, we have to deliver it to the customer. So transportation is very key in what we do. That's why we need trucks, vans. Right now we have like three vehicles and a motorbike. Okay, key resources, website. In fact, websites will be number one, always website, because a website is what will make us faster to become one of the biggest event planning companies in Africa. Okay, because if you have a website wherein everybody who thinks of having an event, they will go to Jollof Events, either our website or our app. Okay, we need cameras and media equipment. Remember, every business is a media company, and nowadays every business needs to buy cameras, like how do you call it, cordless mics, sorry, how do you call this, microphones, DSLR cameras, just so that we can be a media we are now the new GRTS, the new QTV and others, like we're doing interviews and stuff, making content. And competent staff. You cannot have a great business without good staff. Okay, you need staff who are competent, staff who are willing to give their best to make sure the company reaches where it is supposed to go. Okay, we can have things, but if you don't have good people to manage all these things, the company will not go anywhere. In fact, staffs will be on top of this list. All right. And then key activities. What do we do on daily basis? What do we do on daily basis? Okay, we do event decor and rentals. Okay, we do content creation. Remember, media, pop, displaying what you do. Whether you are a marketing manager, tell people about marketing, the latest marketing techniques. Teach the world, teach Jollof events, teach everyone. Okay, research and training. Okay, R&D, research and development. We are always trying new techniques, looking for new trends. Training is very important. They say he who sweats more in training bleeds less in the battlefield. All right, so that's why we are always training, researching, finding out what is the best way to do things and stuff. All right, so we have website development. Remember, we'll have a website and we'll be developing that website to the core. All right, so we're doing a lot of transportation and warehouse activities. Remember, in the warehouse, we are cleaning up stuff, making sure everything is good, repairing stuff. So those are our activities, event decor, content creation, research and development, website development, and transport and warehouse activities. Then partnership, okay? They say if you want to work fast, work alone. But if you want to work far, find people and work with them. So we want to work very, very, very far. So we cannot do that without partnerships. Okay, partnerships play a key role in what we do. Okay, so who are one of our most important partners? Okay, so other event planners and equipment suppliers. Okay, people who do exactly what we do. Okay, those are one of our best partners. Okay, because like in the event industry, we all need each other. Even if you have 1 million chairs or tables, you must at some point need to subrent items from other event planners. Okay, and other event planners will take your item, because remember, we don't only rely on customers outside, but we rely on customers within the industry. Like another event planner, most of Jollof events, we make a lot of money from other event planners renting our stuff. Although right now we have very few items, but we make a lot of money. Some event planners rent from us on weekly basis and they're giving us money. And we also do that, we also rent from others. So it's like an internal market and we need those partners like crazy, And so it's just like banks, people don't know that banks trade with each other like on daily basis. GT Bank is lending to Access Bank. Access Bank is giving money to GT Bank. They are doing clearing houses. So banks probably, majority of what they do is trading within themselves. And then you will not see it, but they are always trading among each other, banks. Okay. So the same way in the event industry always trade. I think it's everywhere. I think it's every industry. Okay. So enough of this rant. Let's move on to the other item on this list. So which is the event industry vendors. Okay, remember, people who do what we do are our main partners. Secondly is the vendors. All right, so imagine we are the event industry vendors includes photographers, tailors, okay, halls, okay, caterers, and all these people who are in the event industry one way or another. Okay, so we developing partnership with them is very important, because most of the time people will ask us, Mukhtar, where can I get a caterer? And I need to help them, and these caterers, we need to, like, remember I talk about affiliates and stuff. Okay, we need to find a way to make money from the vendors, like a hall. We will tell you, hall, if we bring you XYZ customers, you will give us something, or sometimes we just do it for free for them. It's the partnership. And for them also, they will recommend people, come to Jollof. Oh, you're having event, come to Jollof, go to Jollof, let them do your decoration. So even industry vendors are very important partners as well. Then we have transporters. All right, remember I also told you that we are like a logistics company. All right, so transporters play a key role in our business. Okay, these are the taxi baggers, the delivery companies. So what do? They help us carry our items. We have our vehicles, but that will never be enough. Okay, we need third-party transporters to help us. Okay, laborers, this is the most, in fact, this will be the most important partner. I don't know why I always put the most important people or items last. Okay, so laborers, these are the people who provide the the power that we need. Remember, chairs, tables, and tents are very, very, very heavy. And we cannot rely only on our staff to be doing that. We'll be burned out, we'll be like, we'll be tired like crazy. We cannot handle that. We cannot handle that. So what we do is we go to the labor sources such as Westfield or Jimpeg, wherever you have manpower. Okay, they help us lift the chairs, they help us like arrange. Laborers are very important. Sometimes they're even drivers. Some of our drivers are not around. They come and they drive our vehicles. Okay, so laborers, some of them can be designers as well. When we take, they can go and like do our designs for us. So laborers are very important. But the most important laborer aspect is people who provide us with manpower. Okay, the people who will do the heavy loading and stuff. And we cannot employ everybody else to be full-time staff. But when we have an event, sometimes we call these laborers and they come and they help out and we pay them and they walk away. So last one on the list is cost structure. What chops our money? How do we spend our money? Okay, this one is very important. So we spend a lot of money, millions of dollars in buying event equipment such as tables, chairs, tents, flowers, and all this event equipment. We spend a lot of money. We spend a lot of money on rent as well. Okay, renting our place where we are and renting even the CEO office here. Okay, so we spend a lot of money on rent. Vehicles, we spend also, like right now, most of our assets are tied on vehicles. More than $1 million is like our pickup, 2 pickups, van, and also motorbike. Okay, so we need more. We need more vehicles. We need more vehicles as well. Okay, we spend a lot of money on salaries and benefits. Last year, 2024, we spent over $1 million in salaries. Okay, so and this year is going to be even more. So the salaries, and it keeps on repeating every year. So it's recurring. And last but not the least is the tax. I always keep on putting the most important items below. I don't know why. We spend a lot of money on tax. More than like 40% or 30% of what we make, we have to give it to the government. Poop. They're just sitting there waiting for us to go and hustle and then bring the money and give them. So the government basically, they collect taxes from us like VAT, corporate income tax. We pay PAYE, national education levy. We pay a lot of taxes to the government. So at the end, if you make $1 million, you probably give like over 400 in tax related payments. That's it, man. And taxes you cannot avoid. Every country you go, you must pay taxes. But here many people try to dodge taxes, but Jollof Event is an open business, remember. And our core value is openness. We don't hide anything from no one. We don't hide anything from the government. Okay, we tell them if we make 1 million, we tell them, hey, we make 1 million. Take your 27% corporate tax, take your XYZ, take your national education, like take everything. Take your part. As they say, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. Okay, so Caesar here is the government, so give it to them. So that's it. Our business model. It talks about our target customers, our value proposition, our marketing and distribution model, our customer relationship management, our revenue stream, our resources, our key activities, our key partners, and cost structure.